Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi! If you was here on Tuesday, you saw me make the silver pot, the matte unicorn, and I can't see it. And I asked if I should do it in aqua cast, and well, a lot of you said yes, so I'm going to do it in both resincrete and aqua cast. And I'm going to say it right now, I love it. I love them both. I love them both in different ways, and I'm actually contemplating making another in another different way, because I got halfway through the video looking back at it and thinking, oh okay, that looks nice. I wish I'd have left it as that. I'll let you know which one I mean when we get further down. So I'm mixing my jade diction. I'm not measuring. For some reason, I can't find both sets of scales. Now, I bought a set of scales because Ubby has to measure his food at the minute, and that set was for him because I couldn't find the other set. So then I found that set, and now I've lost them both. How? How do you lose two sets of scales in one room? Yeah. If somebody knows where I put them, please let me know. That is a joke, by the way. How would you know? Unless you're watching me. That would be scary. Oh, actually you are watching me. You're actually watching me on a video. Oh dear. I think I've gone cuckoo. This is called lack of sleep. Oh dear. Anyway, there are a few lumps in this. It's not a problem. Doesn't cause an issue. I'm just not being very good with my hands today. And I'm not very good after I've done this pot. You will probably notice at some point there'll be a nail on the table. Yeah, I tried to demould it, and it just went pop and flew across my table and just sat there. So I need danger money. It hurt. It was glued on very well. Oh, I've took them all off now because it just made sense. And I'm topping it up, giving it a tap. Although you don't really have to tap this as much as you do aqua cast. Although I probably could have done with tapping it a little bit more, because there are a couple of bubbles, but not really noticeable. Not too bad. In fact, brilliant. Now, I have a unicorn mould, just a small one, so I wanted to put the rest in there. And I also tried putting some in a snake of the aqua cast. That's in the bin. Well, it's in my scraps bin to use as filler, because it snapped, because I was being impatient and didn't wait for it to cure properly, and because it's a tricky mould. Better with resin. So I also asked on Tuesday whether I should put some UV on so the unicorn shows up a bit more, because I really can't see it. I am really struggling to see any detail on this pot because it's clear. Even when I put the light underneath, I still can't see it. So, although I love the frosted look of it, this is far too detailed to be a matte mould, and to be a clear matte mould. I think if I'm going to do this again, I'm going to need to make it a white so I can see it. Oh, that's an idea. I might do a white one too in resin. Oh dear. I'm going to have pops and pops everywhere. Now, the aqua cast and the jade diction resincrete, I think I'm going to make candles in them, because I like candles. I haven't made my own for a long time, and I probably wasn't doing it right because I used to just melt down old ones because I'm tight and I don't know what's going off with my light. But I do apologise. Yeah, it doesn't flash when I'm actually working. So I don't know why it does that on screen. That is very odd. If anybody knows, let me know. Just strange. Maybe my camera's too close to the light, I don't know. Anyway, I'm putting the UV on with a very, very, very tiny brush. because I don't want to smudge it onto everything else and then destroy that matte look. Does that make sense? Probably not. But anyway, I like it with the UV on. Can I see it any better? Not really. But I like it. It's a nice mould, and when the light's on underneath it, oh, it's stunning. Well, you've probably seen it anyway. If you haven't, I'll link it at the end. It was just Tuesday's video. So, obviously, the UV didn't work. I didn't think it would, to be honest, but I thought just having it something different, a different texture. So you've got shiny, you've got matte, and you've got chrome. And I just thought it might look nice. See, on this one, I can't see if it's flowers, if it's trees, if it's just clouds. I honestly could not see it. It's just all a blur. So, oh yeah, I've still got my nail at this point, and I've already started to peel it back. And I'm trying to be very careful that I don't press down too hard, because I am quite heavy-handed, and I've broken a couple of pots doing this because I pressed down too hard on tough moulds like this one. And this is a tough mould, I think. And I'm pulling and pulling and pulling, and it's just, oh my God, my hands are now killing me. I should have asked for help, but my husband's just as heavy-handed as I am, so. But look at that. Oh, that's me panicking then, thinking, get the mould back in, before it sticks. But look at it. I can see every detail, and it is stunning. I absolutely love it. I mean, if you've been here with me for a long while, then you know I've got a thing for unicorns. And, oh, I almost had a bit of a tear because it brought back memories. Sorry. Yeah. But I just love it. I think it's absolutely stunning. So now it's Aquacast's turn. And this time I use the mixer first. And I make it too thin, I think. Yes, I do. I make it too thin. I think it's easier when it's too thin to mix first off when you've got bad hands, and then shove more in as you go. So I have no idea how much this holds. I really should have took notice, and I didn't, and I'm sorry about that. But, you know, you've got moulds, I've got moulds, just shove the excess in something else. Because, well, why not? So I'm using my other spatula just to make sure I've got into that lip inside, because that's where the powder just seems to sit. I really should be using me Pringles tin. I like my Pringles tin for doing this. Never have no issues with a Pringles tin, but I need to buy some. I haven't had Pringles in a long while. The last one I wrecked. So this is just, I think I made it a little too thick, but it works. So I don't know why I try and pour with my left hand. I'm so right-handed it hurts. Although I can write with it. This is weird with my left. You squeeze the bottom to get out the bubbles, and Aquacast doesn't self-level, whereas Resincrete does. So you do have to tap this a lot, and I am going to use my spatula to bash the heck out of it. And you can see the bubbles are popping up. And I just make sure that that goes straight into that tail, because the tail is a bit of a pain for catching bubbles. And these unicorns are just for me, and they do end up with bubbles in the tail and a bit round the mouth, and it's fine. But they are just for me to look at. I like them. If I wanted to deal with it, I could just make a paste with the Aquacast, or just sand them down. It's not a problem. So I add a little bit more water to this just to thin it down enough, because the snake I've got is, oh, I was going to do a turtle, but the snake I've got has got little crystals shapes in it, so it needs to be able to pour in. And this is me just diving in the box behind me, trying to grab something, because I've kind of got them in an order. Sort of. Like pots in one, animals in another, Christmas and Halloween together, because I don't have much of them at all. Although I love skulls and Halloween and stuff like that. I really need to start getting Halloweeny stuff. I'm not so bothered about Christmas. But I also shoved it in this teddy bear, forgetting there was resin in it, and expecting it to stick. Fool. So, yeah, I'm still looking at that on behind, but this is the aquacast one. I didn't show you me pulling it out again, because, well, crikey, that were like pulling teeth. There is a couple of bubble marks in them. But I noticed the bridge had got a bubble in the resin crate, but not on the aquacast. But it doesn't distract from the beauty of it. I didn't even know it was a bubble until I saw the fact the aquacast didn't have the same thing. So, and that's me just tapping it to see the sound, to hear the sound difference, and the resin crate sounds beautiful. But obviously the aquacast is not cured yet completely. So I'm leaving the Demoulding one completely alone. It is staying bright white. So this one I'm going to paint. And although I'm painting all the details, I'm still not quite sure what most of it is. Like, I don't know what the flowers are, what sort of flowers they are. So I'm doing a muted palette. Not too bright and in your face. And the unicorn is not going to be painted. It's going to be left white with a little bit of a shadowing on it. Now, this is where I looked at it and thought, oh, I need this in blue and white. Just blue and white. A bit like, oh my God, that pottery. I looked up the name as well. There's a pottery that's just blue and white. Not Chinese, it's English. Somebody remind me. No, not Burberry, that's a pattern. Nope, I cannot think of it. Wedgwood. Oh, there we go, it's Wedgwood. It looks like Wedgwood. Possibly not the right blue, but I think that's going to look absolutely beautiful. Just like that. Leave everything white, the details white, and just do the background in blue. What do you think? Actually, let me know what you think when you've seen it painted as well. And which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the resin one? Do you prefer the Demoulding one that's totally plain? Or do you prefer the painted? Or do you want to see it just in blue and white? If I do it in blue and white, I'll just stick it in the pictures in the community posts. Because I'm sure you don't want to see this this pot done again, because then that'll be 3 times. So I might even do a little poll on it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've got to do this again. I think I've definitely got to do it again. And this paintbrush is not the tiniest I've got. The tiniest one I've got is the one I do the eye with. Oh, that was painful. Because I'm like, am I there yet? Am I there yet? And I've got a magnifying glass. You'd think I've had the brains to actually do it under the magnifying glass. Obviously not. I mean, I've got glasses like bottle bottoms, sorry. So my eyes are bad. And even with my glasses, it's really hard to see that eye. So I'm hoping it's in the right place. I really am. So I'm using muted green, and I've already done the blue. Oh, that blue is nice. Wait, what did I mix? Was it just blue and white? Can't have been. Oh no, it was a white, but not just white. A buff titanium, that's it. So it's like a cream colour. And then the flowers I'm going to do in blues and a very pale pink, which is called Portrait Pink. So it's like a skin colour. So it's very, I think, regal looking, the colours. Yeah, very old fashioned. I like this. I have seriously enjoyed painting this. I sat there just painting away. I mean, this video took me roughly an hour and a half, and I've got it down to 18 minutes. I mean, I do not paint this fast, but I am quite a quick painter. And wow, I looked up and thought, oh heck, I need to be doing dinner. Whoops. So yeah, I got a bit carried away. Even the blue, I've muted that down. Even though it's darker, I've muted it down with the rest of the cream that were left, but not too much that was the same as the background. Now, I like to paint aqua cast before it's cured, because I find it sinks into the actual aqua cast a lot better, so it doesn't feel like the paint is sat on the top. I hope that makes sense. It feels less forced. Feels like it's more part of the actual pot. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the only colour that goes onto those unicorns is a little bit of watered down blue, just to give a bit of shading, and I stick that on with my finger and a little bit with the paintbrush. But yeah, that eye, crikey. And I wasn't going to paint the top, but then I changed my mind, and then I got a mess. So I do paint the inside of the pot just a little bit of the way down, and I do add a bit of gold. Although I think I should have just used silver, but I think the gold makes it look more antique. Thank you to my members, my subscribers, all of you that watched to the end. You are absolute awesome beans, and I love you all. Sort of, maybe, but thanks for being here anyway. I'm not mushy, I can't help it. But this is, oh, beautiful. I don't know whether to put some sparkle on the unicorn. Let me know. I'll leave you with the photos. Let me know which one is your favourite, if you want the blue one done. And thank you for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Bye bye.